Horford. There it is, Al Horford. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry with it. 12-6, our score. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Gasol. Down low. Al Horford sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Can't connect from inside. Hayward. Leonard. Jason Tatum snatching it out of the air. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Powell. Here's Irving into the front court. Now down 6. Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
5 to shoot for Toronto. Short jumper stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Jaylen Brown. Kyrie Irving, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Aaron Baines sends it away. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. And count the basket inside.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Leonard. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. 1 quarter down. The Raptors have the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Kyrie across the timeline. Down 4 to Rozier. Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. That's rebounded by Kyrie. Has a look. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard to VanVleet. Going a launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Rozier. Irving. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Al Horford. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 0, Jason Tatum.
Irving. Danny Green. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Danny Green to VanVleet. From long range, Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Horford. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Here comes the screen. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. And a pass stolen by Boston. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Leonard to Gasol. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Irving. Driving right to the basket. Kyrie Irving. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Celtics able to clear the board. To Jaylen Brown. Irving to Hayward. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted.
Has a chance. Their shot by Lowry misses. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
comes the screen. Leonard, download Gasol. Long key from three-quarters court. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors in front.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Raptors have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they could keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics have dug themselves a bit of a hole after two quarters. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors.
Screen.
Trying to cash in. Lowry with a shot that's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Irving with the basketball. His guys down by 9. The rebounds corralled by the Raptors. Lowry into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Leonard. To Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Gasol. Marc Gasol. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Hayward. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ed, I know we live in a new age where players rather take a 3 than a 2, but if you get an easy 2, that's a guaranteed bucket. You have to take it.
Here we go.
Lowry goes to the left side. Leonard to Gasol. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Hayward to Irving. Shot clock winding down. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw good. A 3-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gasol. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Boston with the basketball. Irving. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys trail by 10. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
And Marcus Gasol, in rhythm, hits the catch-and-shoot three.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Lin to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Irving into the front court. His guys down 11. The drive, right to the basket. Irving. From the outside, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Leonard for 2. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Toronto has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Leonard, terrific vision. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Leonard to Gasol. Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 11. Driving right to the basket. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Raptors have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Lowry. Oh, he had him there for a second. now ready with a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2 shots. His career mark right now sits at 63%. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Kyrie across the timeline, trailing by 11. To Hayward. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward to Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. That's a 24-second violation.
Boston.
Leonard to Danny Green. To Ibaka. Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
For Toronto, number 33, Marc Gasol.
And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry to Leonard. To Gasol. Scores from the post.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. They work it down to Gasol. Al Horford pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here comes the screen. Leonard, great dish to set it up. And he dunks it down for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He was hacked. They let it go. Leonard to Lowry. Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Gasol. Down low. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They lead it by 14. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Substitution being made in this one.
Stepping in for Boston, number 13, Marcus Morris.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors put one in the win column with a solid performance. And more often than not, they were hitting the 3 when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. The Celtics couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.